Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today. Today we're talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield and the brand new trailer reveal that just went down, featuring a handful of new Pokemon, including the Galarian Forms, as you can see playing behind me, Galarian Linoone, Galarian Zigzagoon, and of course, the brand new evolution Obstagoon here. But in this video, I'm going to talk about a couple things that you maybe missed from the trailer and the information that got revealed, because not only was there an American trailer, there was a UK trailer, a Japanese trailer, there's the Pokemon website, there's official artwork and a press kit that kind of gets put out. So there's a handful of things that kind of take place when something like this goes down. So I wanted to kind of cover some of that in this video and get a little bit of a discussion going. So hit that like button down below and make sure you guys are subscribed. I do post Pokemon videos every single day, and we're really excited for Sword and Shield, man. And this new trailer has me really pumped up. Honestly, I was hoping for a little bit more, if I'm being totally real with you guys. Like, I was hoping for a little bit more in terms of like new Pokemon, but the fact that there's Galarian Forms has me all sorts of excited, because that was one of the things that I wanted the most in this game, and it's confirmed. So we've got Galarian Weezing right here, which I'm very excited about. Just briefly talking about the fact that it's Poison and Fairy with Levitate. That is a tremendously powerful typing, considering Weezing's essential natural bulk, and then the fact that it's got great coverage when it's a regular Kanto Weezing. I have a feeling that this Pokemon is going to be insanely good, Galarian Weezing, and there's a new ability that we don't know anything about, so you may not catch that, but what that means is Weezing, which is known to be a very good poison type Pokemon with Levitate that can set up toxic spikes, it can still do that, but one really good advantage to poison types is when they're grounded. They can actually absorb toxic spikes in competitive, and Weezing with a secondary ability, not Levitate, will be able to do just that. So that's really cool. This new ability could be Pixelate, it could be a new status that gets introduced into this game that we haven't seen before. It could be a lot of different things, but it could be Corrosion, dude. Imagine Corrosion on Galarian Weezing. Being able to poison steel types would be insane. Galarian Zigzagoon, of course, being Pickup, Gluttony, Linoone, and then of course Obstagoon here. Obstagoon, a lot of people are saying, like, if you take Linoone stats and kind of buff them, it's going to be insanely good. And a couple things to note here: Linoone getting Eviolite, that could be very interesting, especially with Belly Drum. Keep in mind, Extreme Speed is a transfer move, but Eviolite Linoone could be very, very powerful now that it has an evolution. But the thing I like here is Reckless. We do have a normal type with Reckless, Double Edge, and Staraptor. So if Obstagoon's attack stat is anywhere above base 100, which I think it will be, it could be really good there. I wouldn't necessarily guarantee that this thing is going to be faster than Linoone. Linoone is base 100. It could get slower, so we have to keep that in mind. But Guts boosted Facade coming off a normal typing, that could be really powerful as well. You give this thing Sucker Punch, a really good attack stat, maybe things like Crunch or Throat Chop. It could be really powerful, and it does seem as though it's going to have its own special ability, since its name is like Obstagoon, and it talks about on the website. I can actually kind of skip over here. I'll show you guys really quickly. It says that it's got the ability to obstruct before counterattacking, so I thought that was interesting. So perhaps it's got some sort of ability or attack that can kind of take the damage, maybe like counter or something like that. It could be very interesting there. Obviously, the brand new Pokemon here, we've got this little dude, Morpeko, which if he's hungry, he actually ends up changing forms. He's got little pockets too, something a lot of people didn't realize, and he actually can carry little berries if he gets hungry. We see Team Yell, of course, the evil team. We know a lot about them. Beatty, we'll talk about Beatty here in a second in terms of something that you might have missed about Beatty. And Marnie, your two rivals. Marnie's got this Team Yell. They're kind of screaming behind her, doing all sorts of shenanigans, and they're pretty interesting. And then some stuff that a lot of people didn't catch because it was in the Japanese trailer, but there is going to be Pokemon jobs. So believe it or not, it's very common for people in Pokemon to work together in the Galar region. Corporations and universities request the help of Pokemon through Poke Jobs. So you can do these Poke Jobs. You can see some little kind of sprite art here with Gossifleur, or Eldegoss rather. Or Gossifleur, I think it's Gossifleur. Yamper shown there. The Weezing sprite is very cool. Alchemy being shown, and the various jobs here. So you can do construction work, you can protect your investments, you can help with cooking. Nothing too, we'll see, serious there. We need some nets there for fishing. One thing I thought was interesting, and I've got Paul Ruggs here. This could be Galarian Clink. I mean, that's a pretty interesting looking Clink. It looks like Clink, but it looks a little bit different. So this could be the first signs of Galarian Clink. Now, it may be a bit of a stretch, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like that's clearly a new Pokemon, but it could be a thing, Galarian Clink. So something to note there. It is an interesting icon. It does look like Clink, but a little bit different. So something I thought that was worth mentioning there. Could be, like I said, the first look at Galarian Clink. But here's some of the jobs you can have help wanted on your farm. You've got this new Rotom form here, which is actually the PC Rotom. I'll show you guys that here shortly. But yeah, so here it is. This is the new Pokedex, or I'm sorry, Pokemon Center Rotom. So you can actually kind of chill here, and you can go to your Rotom and get the jobs and stuff like that. The Nurse Joy looks very different. She's kind of have an old school kind of deal. And then this actually is supposed to like kind of be reminiscent of a pub. It's got the pictures on the wall and stuff. And one thing I thought was interesting is if you look right here, this dude, there's a Pokemon seemingly next to him in this screenshot right here, and it's kind of hard to decipher what that Pokemon is. You don't actually get to see it because it cuts off. So perhaps there is a brand new Pokemon also tucked in right there next to this guy in the Pokemon Center. Again, it's kind of hard to tell what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys, maybe it's an existing Pokemon and I can't tell, but it very well could be a brand new Pokemon. So just something I thought that was very interesting to note is this dude has a Pokemon next to him, seemingly a Pokemon next to him. Is it a brand new Pokemon? Rotom seems to have a huge part in this game as well, having a number of different forms. We've obviously seen a handful of stuff there, but that's all Pokemon has to share with us today. So pretty interesting stuff there. Potentially a new Pokemon hidden here. We talked about the Clink briefly, so some pretty interesting stuff. A lot of different stuff going on there. The Pokejobs, a lot of people didn't even catch this because it was in the Japanese trailer. It's so weird the Japanese trailers end up having seemingly way more information than we get to see there. Another thing that I thought was interesting, Kelso sent me this. We've got this little bookstore here, which has Hoothoot on it. Now, this isn't even what I'm gonna get at here, but this Hoothoot looks a little bit different. Now, could be something, could be nothing. Galarian Hoothoot could be a thing now that we know that Galarian Forms are, you know, potentially coming here. But if you zoom in, not even Galarian Hoothoot, if you zoom in, what is this on this book? That is very interesting. It's hard to make out. Looks like some sort of an ice type, potentially a beak here. I can kind of maybe see some eyes here. That almost looks like it could be like a bow tie. I'm not sure what to make of this, but this could be another Pokemon, a new Pokemon. It could be an existing Pokemon, but it could also be a new Pokemon. It could be nothing, but there's history of them kind of hiding Pokemon throughout the games through t-shirts and things like that. We have like a rodent Pokemon on a t-shirt that we still haven't had confirmed. What seemingly Yamper's evolution across the stadiums, again, not confirmed. This could be another Pokemon kind of hiding out here in this bookstore with potentially just a regular Hoothoot or some sort of Galarian form of Hoothoot right in front of our noses. So a couple things to note there. I mean, I know that this could be a little bit of a stretch, but it is definitely, in my opinion, worth kind of looking at. For sure, in my opinion. So I don't know, you guys can let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this could be a new Pokemon? Do you think it's just an image on a book? I don't know, but it's definitely worth noting there that it could be a new Pokemon. And the last thing here is I've got PLDHnet, and this is pretty interesting. Beatty, of course, one of the new characters revealed as kind of your evil rival, maybe your kind of tougher rival, which I love that we have a rival that is not going to be like Hop, because Hop, I'm sorry, I'm not a big Hop fan. Loving this though. He's got this interesting kind of emblem on his back here, and that emblem is shown in a few different spots. One, Chairman Rose has it on his hat here. That's pretty interesting to mention. But more so, he has it on his little kind of his little chest piece there, and he's also got it on his belt. So this particular logo shown on Rose's company logo. It's on his jacket. It's on the back of Beatty's jacket. This could simply mean that Beatty is sponsored by Chairman Rose, and Chairman Rose's company could also mean that there's some sort of a connection there. I think we can all agree that Beatty looks pretty evil. I mean, just look at that grin. He's looking backwards, got that evil grin on his face. I think Beatty could have some sort of a tie-in to some sort of evil team. Obviously, we know about Team Yell. Team Yell seems to be, in my opinion, some sort of a decoy, right? Like, I'm not necessarily buying into the fact that Team Yell is the evil team here. They may, you know, kind of be annoying. They're like a toxic fan base. Not necessarily buying into the fact that they're the evil team, if I'm being completely honest. But I do think it's very interesting that the logo that appears on Beatty's back is also the same logo that Chairman Rose is rocking. There's no doubt that his assistant, I think her name's Oleana, doesn't necessarily seem too kind there. And Chairman Rose definitely, I think a lot of us think, is pretty suspicious in general. So that logo popping up a few different times here you know, across the game. So it's gonna be interesting to see if there's any sort of tie-in there with these characters. It could just be a simple sponsorship. We know Leon has a bunch of sponsors. Could also mean something in terms of evil teams there. So some pretty interesting stuff going down, man. I was pretty excited about the trailer. Like I said, I was hoping for a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm really happy with what we got. I mean, we got a brand new Pokemon in Morpeko. We got a brand new Evolve Form Obstagoon. This opens up the book for everything, man. We got a Kanto Galarian Form. We got a Hoenn Galarian Form. Anything's possible at this point. So any Pokemon can get Galarian Form at this point, which is just wild. It's actually just wild. I'm so excited for these games. I'm ready for Worlds, man. Pokemon World Championships about 2 weeks away. We're most likely gonna get a reveal at Pokemon World Championships as well. So get excited for that. Let me know if you think there's anything I missed any further. You can put it in the comments section below, and let me know your thoughts on a bunch of that stuff. Obviously, the Hoot, the image in the kind of bookshelf, the potential Pokemon next to the guy in the Pokemon Center. A lot of question marks regarding this trailer. You gotta always dig a little deeper. That was all I was able to come up with, so up to this point from what I gathered on Twitter. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button down below. Let me know if you think I missed anything. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.